barbershop conversation, guys. Feel free, hit the subscribe button. Shout out, man, all my kings out there, man. What a, man, Cinco de Mayo, man. We in the last quarter of the spring to get to the summertime, man. This is when the trees start blossoming. Manicured toes come out. Sundresses with G-strings and no bras come out. Hey, pull up in this with my ceiling missing. Anyways, man, I'm just getting all my niggas crunk because I know I got 85%, 80% men that watch this channel. I'm getting these niggas excited. Anyways, man, I want to talk about, I said I was going to do a part 2 video. Man, let's just call nuts in the bolts, needle in the haystack, truth be told. Terence Crawford, Bob Arum does run you. And I'm not saying it from a negative, I mean, not from a ha standpoint. Nigga, Mikey Garcia had to wait 2 years. Nicholas Walters ain't fought in 3 years. Miguel Cotto retired with Golden Boy. Floyd Mayweather paid $750,000. Timothy Bradley will always be the 5th or 6th best welterweight of this era because he never fought the guys that fought the guys. Well, Manny Pacquiao fought everybody. Adrian Broner, I'm going to do a separate video on this. Terence Crawford, Adrian Broner got Manny Pacquiao before you. Terence Crawford. This shit should piss you the fuck off. You should be storming into Bob Arum's office right now. You should be texting, you and Bomac and your family and your friends and the whole city of Omaha, Nebraska should be texting and calling and emailing Top Rank right now. Adrian Broner got Manny Pacquiao before you. Keith Thurman will get Manny Pacquiao before you. Bob Arum said he protected Manny Pacquiao from you. Come on, man. I've never heard that in my life. Man, you got motherfucking Robert Guerrero still fighting. You got, what's that nigga name that I pray for before every fight? El Pedo, you know, Angulo. He's the only fighter that I pray for before every fight. Honestly, I don't watch him fight. He fought on the card last week or 2 weeks ago, one of them cards, Danny Garcia. I didn't even watch the fight. I don't care if he's fighting a guy like me who's not a boxer. I just can't watch him fight, you know, like I don't want to watch him fight anymore. You know, he's still fighting. You know, he's still trying to get one more payday and one more run at a championship. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, Terence Crawford, I'm only gonna keep it G with you. I'm like your I'm basically what Bomac won't tell you. You know what I mean? Because that's one of your trusted friends, right? One of your 3 trainers, right? Believe you have 3 trainers, right? By the way, I think your tri-team, is it tri-team? It's 3 of y'all? I think y'all do a hell of a job together. I think they've created a monster, you know. Yeah, so what you need to do is find a way to get out of that motherfucking contract, nigga. And I'm just keeping it real. I'm coming to you, nigga. We playing dominoes, we playing chess, nigga. I'm talking about your hairline, nigga. I'm talking about how black you are, nigga. I'm talking about, and you could talk about me, how whatever you want to talk about, how short I am, how ugly I am, whatever, nigga. We playing dominoes right now, nigga. And I'm telling you, nigga, I'm gonna just keep it. I gotta keep it funky with you, Terrence. I have to. You know what I mean? And it's not from a hate perspective, because if a black man would have hated on me, he wouldn't have given me he gave me the hard advice. Stop going to Vegas with your motherfucking money, you stupid ass nigga. Put your money in this dirt, and in 15 years, you're gonna be a multi-millionaire. And I believe the nigga. So I'm just being as real as I can be. My dumb ass could be still in Vegas every 2 weeks, going to Vegas, betting, losing, sometimes winning, sometimes losing. You know what I mean? I don't know. But the percentages are definitely not in my favor if the motherfucking lights stay on in Vegas, you know? So, you know, I gave that gambling up, and I started betting on myself. I bet on property. It wasn't sexy when I started. You know what I mean? It wasn't a cool thing to do. Niggas was out there in their late 20s, early 30s, living their best life, traveling, looking at the world. And I'm like, you know, I'm about to save this 75 grand and buy this duplex, flip that shit into a quadplex, you know what I mean? And then get us commercial building. You know what I mean? That's That's my life right now. And you know, and I say this in many of my videos. Jay said I went through this so you don't have to go through that. You know what I mean? Get your money, man. And I'm gonna tell you this too right now, Terence Crawford. You can't have the same voice as Bob Arum. You said I run things, I dead to fight. Now that you said that, you've made your statement as a man. It's like when you arguing with your wife, right? Arguing with your girl, and y'all talking shit to one another. And you say, shut the fuck up. I run this shit. You know what I mean? Like, this is my shit. However you say that to your woman, like, hold up. I'm still the man, motherfucker. We got that already. All right? You understand? So, so I think that it's just incredibly important that you do not have the same tone as Bob Arum. In my humble opinion, Terence, you need to start negotiating the fight in the media right now. Because you need to start galvanizing support. Because right now, realistically, it's a 70-30 fight. But that won't work, obviously. Maybe it'll be somewhere in the 60s to your 30s. But this is realistically just on paper for paper. Tit for tat. In terms of marketing dollars and value. And it's a 70-30 fight. You know? I don't know if you had a booth at the what you call it, nigga. You should have had a booth at the motherfucking Box Fan Expo. I don't know why R&R Boxing didn't have a fucking booth. Everybody was off this week, you know. Errol Spence had a booth. You should have had your booth right next to Errol Spence. I make too much sense. I'm too practical. I'm too smartphone good, but I make sense. You should have told that nigga. I forget the kid's name. Antonio is his name? Forgive me for not forgetting his name. Nigga, put my booth right next to Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, love yours. Oh, shit, this is... Oh, fuck. It's a fighter calling me right now. But anyways, man, love yours. Do you. Be a king. Terence Crawford, I don't care what nobody say. I love and admire you. I'm always going to watch your fights no matter what Bob Arum say. The reason why I love and support you for real, I'm gonna keep it real G with you because of the story you had with your mom. I grew up similar, had to fight my way out the hood. I fought, my mom will tell you, I fought a lot, got suspended from school. I got kicked out of Washington High School for punching a teacher. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that I'm like this overly well manicured man that was successful. And nah, nigga, I had it rough too. But at the end of the day, I had to bet and believe on myself. At least 70-80% of my life, you know, I have teamwork. I got Dre, I got 2 kids. I got family that help and support and love me. You know what I mean? So I just want to say, for real, Terence, I need to soften my voice when I talk to you too. Not in terms of like homosexuality, but you niggas know what I'm saying. But I need to be more compassionate now. Because Terence, I'm gonna tell you like I tell Deontay Wilder. I would tell Deontay Wilder this in person. Fuck what that white motherfucker say. You need to call Errol Spence and start negotiating this fight now. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but y'all niggas need to start negotiating and talk that shit in public. You know what I mean? Like talk. It's like now you got to see it as a WWF. You know what I mean? Where all the wrestlers know each other. They get on the same plane. They go from city to city on the same. Ric Flair is on the same plane with Hulk Hogan. Ric Flair's on the same plane with the Iron Sheik. They all flying private together. And once the lights come on, them niggas hate each other. I mean, it may be some genuine animosity, but through the course of time, nigga, Jim McMahon ain't paying for 20 planes, nigga, to go from New York to Chicago. Who can afford that shit? They all getting on the plane together. So I'm gonna say this from a real nigga to a real nigga, Terence. Start negotiating that fight in the media or privately. And 2, you cannot have the same tone and the same tenor and the same voice as Bob Arum. He's officially, quote unquote, like a slave master now. You know what I mean? He's in his old days, similar to Barry Hearn. Them niggas don't give a fuck about you, Terence. And you know this. You know Bob Arum genuinely don't really care. Does he love you? Yes, because you spent a lot of time with him. Will he go to bat for you? No. It's like I lived in the hood, right? I grew up on Florence and Hoover, right? Went to Horace Mann, then I went to Washington. I kicked out of Washington, went to Fremont, left Washington, and went to Venice High School, right? I know, nigga, at lunchtime, I could be playing basketball with a 60 and an A-Tray gangster. We could be on the same motherfucking team at lunchtime playing with that little ass tennis ball. Took y'all niggas back, right? Nigga, a fight break out in the cafeteria in the lunchroom. That A-Tray gangster and that 60 will square the fuck up and fight. These niggas in 6th, 7th, 8th grade, but you got to draw the line. Bob Arum will draw that line with you. I'm just keeping it funky with you, nigga. I'm just being as real as I can be. And I said this, I would say the same thing to Deontay Wilder. This is the point I'm making. Nigga, get in that back room. Y'all have each other's phone number. Errol Spence said, start negotiating that fight. Get your $40 million. Get your $30 million. Fuck the bullshit. Fuck all that shit. Put Bob Arum to the side and say, Bob Arum, shut the fuck up. You talk to Al Heyman privately and let me promote this fight. Because you're dead in the money. You're killing off boxing fans. You're making boxing fans become Errol Spence fans. You're making all these black and Mexican fans become Errol Spence fans. You don't want to go into that fight as Darth Vader, nigga. I mean, ain't nothing sexy about being the villain in real life. Nigga, these minorities are gonna hate you because they don't like the tone and the tenor that Bob Arum talks and spews and spits that hatred. You understand where I'm coming from? And I know I make too much sense. You know, I'm too practical, I'm too real, I'm too raw, I'm too honest. But listen to me. Next Boxing Fan Expo, get your ass a booth right next to Errol Spence if the fight hasn't happened. Nigga, why couldn't y'all think of that shit? Errol Spence had a line around Vegas, and yo ass didn't have a booth. I believe you didn't have a booth. I didn't see no one interviewing you at the booth. And Errol Spence did the genius thing. Nigga, Ellie was just chilling in his booth for like 20 minutes, nigga, just talking to the nigga. I don't give a fuck what he's talking about. He got FaceTime. I mean, he got on air time. Them videos probably gonna do 500,000 views between now, or maybe 1 million views. What are those 10 videos I watched? That was leading up into that fight. Terrence, get on your promotional horse. Start thinking long term. Don't fuck your next opponent, nigga. You gonna bust his ass. Nigga, Terrence, you're the pound for pound king, nigga. Fuck Kell Brook. You gonna beat his ass. And I'm gonna root for you against Kell Brook. I'm gonna root for you against... Get your money, Terrence. Get your money. Get your money. Alright? Maybe you want the contract with you and Bob Arum to end. I don't know. But get your money. I don't know when you want it or how you want it, you know? You want it on your terms. I hope you get it on your terms. I'm not hating on you. I'm not the nigga that's wanting to fuck up your money pockets. I want you to understand where your money's going. You know? I almost got railroaded into the Warner Brothers contract. I'll talk about that later. That shit... Them white men in that room, man. They thought they was dealing with a dumb nigga, man. And like how they talk condescending and shit. And they think they not being condescending. Well, we offered another deal to somebody else, nigga. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck what you offered another black man. We ain't no motherfucking like scarecrow with no brain, nigga. You know what I mean? So, and I know many of y'all feel free to go to Fanon. I think Fanon has it on his just pulled up to Planet Fitness. I know Fanon has how to negotiate. Go subscribe. I think it's $10. Go subscribe to his Patreon. Feel free to subscribe to my... But anyway, I gotta go work out, nigga. Alright, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Terrence, I'm just gonna talk pragmatic with you from this point forth. Alright? And because you know what I admired Saturday night? For real, for real? Me and Terence Crawford, I saw something in Terence Crawford that reminded me of me, right? Along with the mother story and all that shit, when he was interviewing with Ellie, he had his day one woman behind him, waiting to go into the fight. Me and Dre been down since 1997. Hook, what's it called? Still Hook. We've been down, best friends, getting it done for 22 years. I met her in 1997, her freshman year at Whittier College, man. I'm being as real as I can be. We've been helping each other. We've been friends and best friends and lovers and all the above ever since. We've been down for 22 years. No major hiccups, man. Just riding it out, fighting it out, duking it out, being truth sayers, being honest with one another. And when I saw that with Terence Crawford, they got 4 or 5 kids. You had to see it. Like, seeing is believing. It reminded me of me. Like, man, yeah, fuck. You gonna get rich. Terence Crawford, you're rich. I'm rich. You have definitely more clout. But It takes a real nigga, man. It takes a real nigga to go through this shit that we call life and still respect the woman that held you down when you didn't have shit. Nigga, I had a 1981 Oldsmobile Omega that you couldn't get in on the passenger side. My mom bought it for me for $700. First week I got into a car accident. My mama will tell you that story. Yeah, man. So, man, she bought it for $900, I believe it was, you know, on 139th and Cordary. I saw that, my mom saw it across the street from the park and bought it for $900, a blue one, you know, metal, you know. So I said all that to say that, man, it's just important and incredibly important that I love and respect that. And I'm only gonna tell the truth as much as I can on this channel, you know. But I wish you well, T-Bud Crawford. Get your money, nigga. Fuck the bullshit. I'm gonna come down on you. I'm gonna come hard at you, and I hope it pushes you. I hope your team gets angry and say, you know what? Fuck that nigga. And then 3 days later, you know, that nigga got a point. We should have had a motherfucking booth next to Errol Spence. We should be promoting this fight now. Don't piss Errol Spence off, because you're gonna get like Deontay Wilder and be like, fuck you. I don't need you. That little belt, that WBO belt, no, nigga. I'm gonna go up to 154 and fight this nigga. In 2 years, Virgil Ortiz is gonna be ready, Terence Crawford. I'm trying to tell you, nigga. I'm being as real as I can be. In 2 years, nigga, if you wait, Virgil Ortiz will be ready. Virgil Ortiz gonna be a fucking monster. So, Ellie been telling me that shit. So, barbershop conversations, man. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. Remember, it's always another train coming. All right, you missed the train, but it's always gonna be another train coming. And depends on where you are in your mindset. It's either positive or negative. Terence Crawford, don't miss that Errol Spence train. Errol Spence, don't miss that Terence Crawford train. Get your money. Go sell out Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Terence Crawford, get off your motherfucking high horse. You're the B-side, all right? You're not a B-level fighter. You're just a B-side in negotiations, nigga. It's okay. I'm going to respect you 1,000% when you walk in that ring. I'm going to respect Errol Spence. And for real, all my niggas fuck with you, Terence. For real. But you just fuck us. You fuck us. I love Kevin Aioli. As a journalist, he's one of the best. I've been following Kevin Aioli for 20 years, probably. Love Kevin Aioli. But I'm going to keep it real with you, nigga. That was some fuckboy shit that you did, not interviewing with Trill Boxing Talk or the Boxing Voice, or, you know what I mean, niggas that push. I'm talking about niggas that push boxing every day. You get what I'm saying? Nigga, we on the front lines every day. I thought that was some fuckboy shit. You know what I mean? I know your PR team told you not to come to us. I know that. I got the call. All right? I'll do a video on that later. But I thought that was some fuckboy shit. You need to honor us as we're going to honor you that night. Nigga, when you fight Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, it's going to be 70% black in that motherfucker. I'm going to keep it real with you. I saw that shit when Errol Spence fought Ocampo. 70-80% black. It was Dallas Cowboys season ticket holders and Mexican fans who love boxing. I don't know who they was rooting for. I'm being real. You know how I know? Because I couldn't look straight, nigga. It was so much beautiful ass in that motherfucker. So many beautiful women. You want Holly Berry, Toni Braxton, Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, Rihanna, whatever you motherfucking wanted was in the Star. And then we level up and go to Dallas Cowboys Stadium. Shit, nigga, if you lost that night, it was your fault, nigga. If you were single in Dallas that night and you lost that night, it was your motherfucking fault, nigga. I'm just being real with you. So Terence, get off your motherfucking high horse and you gotta holler at us. I'm just being real with you, nigga. I'm coming to you as a real nigga. Now, I'm gonna just start talking to you as a real nigga, because I know at the end of the day, we gonna argue. You gonna want to punch me next time you see me. And it's okay, nigga. We playing dominoes, nigga. You can knock over the drink. I've been there before. You can yell at me. You can curse me out. You can hate me. But I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm gonna keep it funky with your ass. I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'm getting my 7 books, nigga, whether you like it or not. Well, we playing spades now, right? I'm getting my 7 books, nigga. I'm going to trick your ass. You think I got hearts, nigga? I got diamonds, nigga. I'm going to get your funky ass, nigga. I'm telling you. All right? And if we playing dominoes, I'm going to push you to get that 15, nigga, so I can drop you and get 25 on top of that, nigga. I'm not playing, nigga. Barbershop conversations, man. This is really a black barbershop conversation. I haven't had one of these in a minute, yo. Barbershop conversations. Feel free to hit the subscribe button. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.